Hello, welcome to Lesson 19, Rotations. Rotations is our third type of transformation. So there are three types of rotations that we're going to discuss today. Let's look at the following slide. A rotation turns a figure around a point called the center of rotation. You can have a 180-degree rotation, and the rule for that is to simply multiply both coordinates by -1. We are going to practice a 90-degree clockwise rotation, and the rule for that is to multiply each x coordinate by -1 and then switch your x and y coordinates. And the last type of rotation that we're going to practice today is a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation. And this is when you will multiply each y coordinate by -1 and then you would switch places. So let's go ahead and begin, and I need to put counter right there. All right, so we've got a 180-degree rotation. So I've got our figure drawn on the board. Okay, we've got our black triangle, and we are going to rotate it 180 degrees. So the rule is to multiply x and y by -1. And what's going to happen when you multiply your x and y by -1? They're going to simply change to their opposite. So we've got B at the top, and it's located at 1, 2, 3. Got 3 units to the right. And then it went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 units up. A only went 1 unit to the right and 3 units up. And C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So it's at 5 and 3. So if I was going to do a 180-degree turn, I would simply change my x and my y to their opposite. So I'm going to go ahead and list them. -1, -3. B prime would be -3, -7. C prime, -5, -3. So they've become their opposites. Let's go ahead and let's plot that. So I would have -1, -3, -1, -3, -3, -7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -5, -3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my ordered pairs are sort of in the way. So I'm going to erase those real quick so you can actually see the turn. Okay, so here's my shape, and let's think about it. A 180-degree turn would simply be 2 turns. And so if we turn once, we'd be somewhere here in quadrant 2. We turn again, and we end up in quadrant 3. So this is a 180-degree rotation. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is a clockwise rotation. The rule says to multiply x by -1 and then switch places. So what I'm going to do now is, unfortunately, I erased those ordered pairs. I'm going to have to rewrite them. So we've got A, B, and C. Okay, A was at 1 and 3, B was at 3 and 7, and C was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at 5 and 3. Okay, remind me not to erase those. All right, so our new A prime, B prime, C prime. For our next rotation, a 90-degree clockwise rotation, is to simply multiply x by -1 and switch places. So look at what's going to happen. X would now become its opposite, -1, but we have to trade places. So look at what I did. I have 3 and -1. On B, 3 is going to become -3, but you trade places, 7 and -3. And on C, 5 becomes -5, but you trade places, and it's 3 and -5. Okay? So this was in blue, so I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to plot my 90-degree clockwise rotation. So I have 3, -1. 1, 2, 3, -1. 7, -3. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 3, negative 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's look at our shape. Is it still a triangle? Yes, it is. Is it still the same size? Yes, it is. It's simply just rotated or turned 90 degrees clockwise. Remember, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So clockwise. All right, and our last one that I want to practice with you is the counterclockwise rotation. Okay, so the counterclockwise rotation says to multiply y by negative 1 and then switch places. So multiply y by 1. So that means to change y to its opposite and then trade places. So 3 is now negative 3, and it would be up front. 7 is now negative 7, and it would be up front. 3 is now negative 3, and it would be up front. So all we did was we changed y to its opposite, and we traded places. So let's plot those points, and this time I'm going to use green. Okay, 90-degree counterclockwise rotation to show that shape. Negative 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3. Negative 7 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Negative 3 and 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's look at our figure. Does it look like it's the same size? Yes. We'll go ahead and shade this one in. Okay, my new image. Does it look like it's still a triangle? Yes. And did it move counterclockwise? Yes, it did. So that was our lesson on rotations. We've got one more to go, and I'll see you in the next lesson.